Loran.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie. Flosstube number 44. Today is Friday the 6th of June. And yeah, we are back for a regular Flosstube. The last one was a little bit of both. We talked about the retreat we'd been on. So today we're just back for a regular 2-week update. So if you are new to our channel, welcome. We hope you like what you're about to see. And if you're one of our returning viewers, thank you very much for coming back and spending some time with us. We have quite a bit to show you today, actually. We were at the caravan for a week, and yeah, the weather wasn't great, so we stitched quite a bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we have some amazing stitchy kindness to show everybody. So I think we're going to get into it because it could potentially end up being a long one again.
As usual.
Hopefully not. We're just going to go with it. But grab yourself your stitching, a drink, anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for spending some time with us. So, do you want to show me your book of days to start with? Show how much you've been stickering up. You got gifted this, didn't you, at the retreat? And so you've been stickering it up.
I've shown the last months, I think.
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
So this is May's. So I kind of went for like a sea themed. And I don't think I did too bad in terms of stitching that month.
No, you seem to have this block in the middle or of that month.
Yeah. And then so far this month I've stitched twice, but I'm going with like a fruit themed this month because I like to theme my pages.
And I don't think I've shown you because it's been pitiful, my book of days, for quite a while, but I was quite impressed with May. May is
quite empty in terms of stickers.
Yeah, I've only got like I think 3 stickers, so 3 days I think it was out of the month that I didn't stitch, so that's quite
4.
Is it 4?
Yeah, 1 down the bottom.
Oh, well done.
Is it?
Need new glasses. Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, 4.
So yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. So hopefully it will continue. And this is what I've got new starts and finishes this month. So.
Yeah.
So, okay, we are going to get into it then. So, to start with, we have no fully finishes this time.
No.
But you never know next time. Maybe. Who knows?
Don't know.
Finishes. You got a finish?
I have got a finish.
Do you want to show your finish then?
Yeah. So I was very
happy. We both have a finish.
Yeah, I was very happy with this one. But I had a little bit of a annoying thing.
A bit of an issue, yeah.
Yeah, because I was planning on finishing this at the caravan, and I got so close, and then the next day we went out because I ran out of the colour. Well, it
was in one of my projects, which was here at home.
Yeah. So we went to the town and bought the thread, but in DMC, and I was doing it in CXC. But we didn't think it'd be that much of a difference, did we? But
actually, to be fair, we didn't even think about it. No. We just went into the shop, bought the DMC, came back.
But there was like a big difference.
There was a big difference in the colour.
Unpick
noticeable difference. It was obviously still that colour, but it was a noticeable difference. And I said to Lauren, that's noticeable, so you can't do that.
So I had to wait till I got home. But it's finished now.
Fuming, she was.
It is Stitchy Tee Up by Erin Elizabeth Designs. And we're doing this as a sal, aren't we?
We are. So it's the 3 Cheers for Trade Tiers sal. We are doing it.
And I've finally finished. Now there is quite a big hoop mark because I did have it in the hoop for quite a long time.
Yeah, and anybody that knows us knows that we don't iron until we're fully finishing our projects. Yeah. So.
But here it is.
Yay!
So it's on a 14 count Aida, but it's called linen, and I just think that the white really pops on this, and I'm using all the CXC threads.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so when I was away, I finished the tomato. I did all of the white because I had the white, and then I did the buttons. And I think we were watching like 2 films, and I got it done in the 2 films. And then I had to wait till I got home to do the grey around the white in this bottom bit. So I was a little bit annoyed because I was so close, but it is finally done now.
So we have now both finished our first stitchy tray.
Yeah, and I've got my next one ready to go.
Yours is ready.
In my bag.
I didn't stitch on mine this time.
No. But yeah, so that was my only finish, and I was very happy about that.
Yay, well done. And I have a big stitchy fit, and I'm really proud of that. Anybody who looks at our Instagram pages will know this, because we've also been quite up to date with our Instagram posting. So if you've been on there, you will have seen them anyway. But if I leave it to post on my Instagram until after we've done a Flosstube, I don't really want to.
No, it looks like you haven't been stitching.
Yeah, so I've just started doing it. So anybody that's seen it on there, do apologise, but
some people don't have Instagram though, but on here.
No. So this is my Pooh Sticks by Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Well, it's not by Winnie the Pooh. It's by Debbie Minton for Designer Stitches, but it is Winnie the Pooh Sticks. And I have finished it. So this is stitched on a 14 count Ada ivory or cream, but it's everything included in the kit, and so was all the threads. So here it is.
Finally done.
And I love it. So I did the back stitch all since the last time you've seen it, I believe. I've done the back stitch on this part, all of this back stitch, and the back stitch in the trees. I think that's where the last time you saw it was. I think I'd only just done the back stitch in this bush here, not the top bit, but I could be wrong.
The back stitch definitely makes it look good.
Yeah, it is a difference, and I do love it.
Yeah.
I am really pleased with it, but I am glad it's finished, because that back stitch was...
It's quite a good thing that you started the Winnie the Pooh sale.
Yeah, it is, because it made me work on it and made me do it. Sorry. Don't know why I'm tired. Every time I come on here, I don't get Flosstube itchy nose anymore. I get Flosstube yawns.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's really rude. So, yeah, it actually took me 31 stitching sessions, but over
and sometimes the sessions can be less than an hour.
Yeah, that's what I always say. My stitchy sessions are not like a full day. That's why I say sessions, not day. So, so yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. That one was being stitched as part of a sale that is being hosted by Danielle, the Cardiff stitcher, and it is part of the Winnie the Pooh Wednesday sale and WTP sale. So I have finished that one, and I am on to my second one.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm going to get that framed. I think I will frame that when I get round to it. But
yeah, I want to frame
your
stitches
tia.
here. Yeah.
So that is our finishes. New starts. We are on to new starts. Have you got a new start?
I have 3.
Oh God.
I got a bit carried away.
Okay. Well, I only have 2. So.
But you have a start and finish.
I do. So we have 3 each. Go on then. You go.
Okay.
You go.
So this is from my bag. This bag is from the first retreat we ever went to, which was in 2023.
That was part of your smalls exchange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody made that as part of the exchange.
It says on the back, Floss Friends UK, July 2023. So that's how I know what year it's from. So I started this. So it's called Wear a Smile by Lizzie K, and it's a snippet.
This one you bought, didn't you got from the freebie table, the D-stash table?
No, it's from Josie's bag. Do you remember now?
I do remember
We
now.
had to
Sorry.
root through and found it. From the recent retreat we just went to.
So yeah.
So I got quite a lot of progress on this.
You did. You went like mad.
Yeah, because I think that letters for me, or words, are quite easy to stitch, I think, for me.
You quite enjoy them, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't mind stitching words, though, to be honest.
So, this is where I am. So, to be honest, I'm not far now. All I've got to do is the border.
But you didn't do you haven't done the called for threads.
No. Can you just hold that a second?
Of course, anything for you.
So, when I get to the border, I'm doing the bottom border the same as the top. And I haven't got the button, but I probably won't buy it because I don't think I need it.
It's not necessary, but we have loads of buttons, so if you did, we could have just put one on.
So it's on 14 count.
Is it tea and coffee?
Yeah, but if it is, it would have been really, really light.
I think it's one that was just dipped in.
Yeah. And I'm doing it in DMZ variegated threads, of course. So I'm using this purple one for the lowercase writing, which is 52. And then I'm going to use this pink, which is 48, for the border. And then I used this one, which is called 99, for the big smile word, because I like that colour. So it's quite pinks and purples and stuff.
Very variegated.
Yeah. And this is one that I can't really put down. I really, really like it. Probably because it's Lizzie cakes. I just love
probably
Lizzie
have a
cake.
finish on that next time.
Yeah, probably.
You've only got the border to do now, haven't you?
Yeah, but I need to figure out. I need to join up the bottom border to the top, obviously. See the placements and stuff.
You're not joining them up, though.
No.
I mean, you could.
No, I don't want to.
No,
do
if you don't
that.
want to.
So that's my first new start.
Cool. Okay, well, my first new start is a tiny modernist.
Are you just leaving that one?
Pardon? Yeah, I've changed my mind about which order I was doing it in. That's why it was there. I'm all over the place now. Just confused me so much. Right. I am doing, because I wanted to, for no other reason other than I wanted to, Mouse's Schoolhouse by Tiny Modernist. So this is what it will look like. It's a photocopy of the actual front cover. So that's what it will look like when it is finished. And I chose this one because, well, obviously Lauren's home educated, so
yeah.
And it just I still quite liked it anyway, so I decided I wanted to do it. So I've started that one, and I have started it again. I started this at the caravan. Yep. Both of us did actually. We started off.
Yeah.
And I am doing mine on 14 count tea coffee dyed by myself, and I got quite a lot done. So I have put in 488 stitches on this one, and I'm using the called for DMC colours, so I'm not using any variegated, because a lot of the most of the these mice are called for in weeks dye works, but they do give alternatives, I think Anchor and DMC, but I've just done all DMC this time. So I've put the apple in, and I've done the whole mouse, and she's got a little pointy stick. Yeah. So yeah, I've got quite a bit done on that. My needle minder there is from Michelle at Stitchingwithmylittlie. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. I have started, because I've done 2, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've done the jam and the seaside one. Yeah. So this is my 3rd one. So there we go. That is my first new start.
Yeah. Should I do my second one?
Go for it.
So this is my bag from Stitchywenyxstitch. And this is, I'll have to get the photo off my phone. Yeah, I hope the camera can pick it up. So it is called Strawberry Picking, I think it's called, by the Old Barn Stitching Co. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I saw this at the retreat we've just been to on a stand, and I was like, oh, I really want that. So it came out, didn't it?
In the newsletter,
yeah.
I think she is planning on, Sammy is planning on putting it in her shop, releasing it in her shop. But I think at the moment it is just for newsletter subscribers that on the Floss Friends Facebook page.
So here's my start. It's on a 16 count. Yeah, 16 count Ada, which is my first time using it, but I didn't find it any different to 14 count. And maybe that's because I stitch in a hoop, I'm not sure, but it's from Coffee Craft Fabrics, so it's not named. But I just got the
You're
head.
using your own threads as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're not using, because I think the call
completely
for a
thread
week's
from
dye
stash.
works again.
Yeah, I'm doing complete threads from stash. But the dungarees I'm going to do in a gentle art thread.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to use Mediterranean Sea for the dungarees because I think that would just look really nice.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm just using DMC or CXC.
You've just
colours.
chosen as close to what you wanted to.
Yeah, I just kind of did my own thing really. So I do really like it, but I don't know why, but I kept getting knots in this project and I was getting a bit angry. Because it was just like knot after knot, wasn't
You were
it?
having a bit of a... All I could hear was this pop sound as the knot was coming through, and then she was getting... I was like, oh dear. She said, I'm going to throw this across the room.
But
she
I still managed to get the head
You
done.
did. You did the head and then you put it down, didn't you? And said, I think I'm just going to leave it there for now.
Yeah. So I'm quite happy about that. And I think I'll probably stitch on 16 count some more, I think. Now.
That's a Megan fabric, isn't it? Yeah, so it's not a named one.
But it's opalescent. Mm-hmm. So at least, because it's not too stiff, but it's not too soft either.
Yeah.
Because I don't like really soft fabric.
I don't like really stiff fabric because working in hand, stitching in hand is a nightmare.
Yeah.
On stiff fabric.
But I'm hoping to work on that some more because I do like it. It's very cute.
Yeah. Okay, my next new start is my new Winnie the Pooh Wednesday sal.
Yeah.
So this was kitted up ages ago, but I wasn't going to start a new Winnie the Pooh project before I'd finished one. So I have loads of them here, but I was given a calendar. Thank you, Loran. I was given a calendar quite a long time ago. Last year, probably early end of last year. A Winnie the Pooh one, and I thought, by one of our viewers. So and I really liked the ones. They're sort of the seasons, they're seasonal ones. So I kitted up the summer one, and I think it's out of the Winnie the Pooh calendar from 2006. So it's an older calendar, and it's out from the World of Cross Stitching. So it's one of their extras that they have in their magazines.
Yeah.
I know what I'm trying to get out. So yeah, I have already kitted this one up, so I was going to start this one. So that's the one I'm doing, summer. It's called for, because when people who do Winnie the Pooh things know that some of the colours are actually like a Winnie the Pooh colour. So like they have like the colour for him, and certain other ones are specifically Winnie the Pooh colours ranges. So I found I think it was on a Facebook page, like a conversion for those colours to DMC colours. So that is what I have done. So there's about 5 colours in the chart that I've converted from the Winnie the Pooh colours to this one. So I am doing it on just a piece of 14 count white Ada. I didn't get much done, to be honest, if I'm being truthful, this week, because my son and his girlfriend decided they were going to descend on my bedroom and start just waffling at me for hours. Well, it felt like hours, but it was probably only about an hour. But that completely took out my stitchy time because they're waffling. Well, lovely conversation from my son and his girlfriend just put me off stitching it. So I haven't got loads done, but I have got a start. So this is where I am at. So I'm right in the middle on Pooh Bear. These here are his feet, and that's sort of his belly.
I feel like the back stitch is going to make this as well.
Yeah,
because
you can't really
looks
see
like
it.
A blob.
Yeah.
A yellow blob.
So there is backstitch. Again, a fair amount, but it's fairly easy backstitch on this, I feel. So hopefully this one shouldn't take me too long, she says.
Not as long
But
as your
no, I've done a fair amount on this one, so it's quite nice stitching this one is. So I've done that, and I'm just going to show you. Look at my thread drop. Flosstubes. I can get them out. I purchased these ages ago because Tan, the monogamous cross stitcher on Flosstube, enabled me, and I saw these wooden floss drops. So they got Winnie the Pooh ones, Piglet ones, and then still baby
Eeyore.
and Eeyore ones
With his little bow in his tail.
So yeah, I got these from a company. I think they're listed. They'll be listed in the description box below. But for a company called Dugas and Co. Or
I also just realised there's a Winnie the Pooh head.
There is, and that's a flashing one. DOUGUS co.etsy.com. So I think it's Dugas Co. Anyway, that's where I got them from. They've got some other wooden ones on there as well, like
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, and different autumn animals and stuff as well, I think. So
Bats and pumpkins.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that one, like I said, is being my new Winnie the Pooh Wednesday stitch along project. So that one you will see coming out each time. No.
Yeah. I've got one more new start. So it's in my bag from Stitchyweenixstitch with all the Boffy thread Rendell designs.
Yeah.
Nice. So I didn't get actually that much progress on this one because I stitched on this the day we were going home from the caravan, so yeah. But it's Mouse's Easter bonnet by Modernist.
Yeah.
And of course I had to start a new one because I finished my Christmas one. So here is where I'm at. So I started on the basket because the middle point I didn't have the colour for because I accidentally left it at home in my
Christmas.
Yeah, because I didn't
You were using some of the Christmas threads, weren't you?
Yeah, but I didn't sort that out before we left to go to the caravan. So I actually haven't made a middle start.
You haven't?
So it's 14 count grey rustico, I think. And I did the bow. But the thing is, oh god, it looks so different to the actual pattern because the basket's brown on the pattern and mine's grey.
Again, is this CXC thread?
DMC, I think. Most of them are DMC, some of them are CXC. And the bow's pink and it's meant to be red, so I don't know.
Because if they're CXC threads, they're going to be slightly off. But also, sometimes the picture doesn't show the true, and they are fancy flosses, so they're not exact things anyway.
I'm trusting the process, but it is just a bit annoying.
It is cute.
I've got a great vest.
And there's a needle minder there from Stitchmania as well.
Yeah.
A new one that we got from the retreat, mouse themed.
Yeah.
So we're all ready to go for all of them. No?
We are.
Project bags and needle minders.
I'm only going to have one on the go.
Yeah, I'm only going to have one go at a time. Trying to do that a bit more, actually. I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was now. It might have been Danielle again, the Cardiff Stitch, I'm not sure.
Probably.
Don't know, we watched so many Flosstubers, but who said who was going to try and finish from one designer before starting another project from the same designer? And I thought, well, I could do that as well. And I do on most of my stuff. It just seems to be Loran at Flossabilities that doesn't work with, because I have multiple projects of hers.
Well, there's a lot of nice projects out there.
There is.
Well, that's all my new starts anyway.
Well, I have a new start, another one, but it's actually a new start and finish because it was any level. Yeah. So,
they're very small.
So I just decided that I'd kitted this up to go away with, just to do it, and I never got round to doing it. So one night I just sat here and stitched it, which I wasn't really enjoying because it's on black, and I don't really do black, to be honest, but it is I think last time or the time before I showed you in my haul I'd purchased some skeletons from Teenyweenyxstitch on Etsy, and I bought some Halloween ones and some Christmas skeleton ones, and there's like 20 or something in there, so I picked out one that I just wanted to do because I only had one piece of black Ada, so I need to get some more of that. But I chose this one, so I have done, again, I've done it in a hoop, people. That's how much I don't like dark fabric, is that I need a hoop to do it in, and I would only do that on small projects now. So
these would look really good in the glow in the dark thread.
They would. I did think that they would do, but I didn't have it with me and I was doing it anyway. So this is called Skeleton with No Head. Even though he does have a head, he's just holding it.
Yeah.
And it's part of the Funny Tiny Skeleton set from Teenyweenyxstitch. I am doing it on a 14 count black Ada, and I am using CXC B5200 and DMC 3072. So there is 2 colours in that.
So it took you like 2 stitching
Well,
sessions?
it did, yeah. But I mean, in theory, you could do that in one. But I was stitching it in at night.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see it very well. So
I think I'm going to do a couple of these.
So I do like this one. There are a lot of them that I like, but I just need to get some more black Ada because I don't have black, because like I said, I don't really like stitching on.
No, but
black.
something small.
But yeah, it's okay. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna finish them, but I was gonna do them for like ornaments on a tree, so I'm not sure. I think being in a hoop they might be too big, so I'm not sure yet.
They'd weigh the tree down. Probably.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
I'm
gonna figure it out.
Massive tray right here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You.
That needs utilising.
Yeah, I just don't have the room for it, so that's why it's just stuffed here.
Well, we could make room for it somewhere.
But it's quite good because you can put really heavy things on it and the stems don't flop.
Not like the other one you have.
It's like them American trees.
Hirschner's trees.
So that's what it reminds me of.
Well, Maggie did tell you once that you should go and get a branch from outside and spray paint it black for Halloween, but you never...
No, but I didn't realise how big that would be, because when you actually expand all the branches, I don't have enough room for that.
You need a little table somewhere, you know. Not that we have room in here. If you saw this room, it is chaos.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's all of our new starts, finishes and finishes. We haven't even started off on our whips yet. And I have 7 to show you.
I only have 3. Because I was doing more new starts.
Yeah. Okay, well, shall I just start off on mine then?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first
Get
one
to 3.
I stitched on, which is in my new bag from Michelle, Stitchingwithmylittlie, which I bought at the retreat for this project. It's about the one thing that I bought for a specific project. So this is my beach sal, which is one of Loran from Flossability's patterns. So it is called Beach, and I am doing this with Danielle the Cardiff Stitcher, who is hosting this sal again, which is the beach, #beach sal. And we have split this up into sections. So I have now finished May's section, and we'll be going on to June. So I have done, my sections are Build Sandcastles was April, Go for a Swim was my May, which I've done, and then the one that I'm going on to now is Collect Seashells. So I'm up to date in my own sal, on my sal with Danielle. So that's where I'm at. I absolutely love this project. I love stitching on it. It is like super comfort stitching to me. Yeah. I love the colours in it. I love everything about it. And sometimes I struggle to stop stitching it. But I know that I'm doing this as part of a sal. And if I don't stop, then I know that I will burn out on it. So I'd rather do it monthly and enjoy it.
Where's your needle minder from?
Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
I bought it. So it's shells and stuff on the beach. And it is being stitched on a 14 count Ada, which I very lightly tea-dyed. So I just dunked it in. And I'm using all the called for threads, including fancy flosses on this one. So that is where I'm at. Next time you should see some progress on the June section.
I don't know how to fold them.
Brilliant. So that one I only put in 217 stitches to finish the Go for a Swim section. And I put some back stitch in it as well, I think. I also did the border. There's like a border around the side, which I was going to leave till the end. But then I just thought, actually, I'm not going to leave it till the end. I'm going to do it as I go. So that is my first whip. You want me to keep going?
Get down to 3.
Okay.
So then we've got 3.
The next one I stitched on, again, briefly, I think, was my 6 Wives pattern by the Stitcher Hood. So this one I'm just picking up and stitching a little bit each time. So this one is being stitched on 16 count Ada, which is Blood Splatter number 4 from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts. And I'm using the called for DMC threads. However, I have changed the 3799 in the wives names to a green 699 DMC, just to give it a little bit more of extra colour. So I have done the word beheaded this time. So obviously next I will be doing Anne Boleyn in the green coming along here. So that is where I got up to on that one. Again, I'm enjoying that one, but I just do a little bit at a time and put that one down. There's no specific for me, but
it's words again, isn't
it?
So.
In each 2 weeks I like to do at least one of the words, just to get some progress on it, really. I don't want it to be a focus, really. I just want to get some progress. So that is my 6 Wives piece. The next thing I stitched on was something that I span on the wheel. If you are new, I have a spinning wheel with all of my projects on well, they were all my projects on. I've added some projects now, but they're with all my projects. So each floss tube, I spin the wheel and I pick 2 projects to work on out of that, in addition to the things that I do, so that I can get through as many of my projects this year to at least put some stitches in once on. And this time
so it's almost like a whip go.
A little bit, yeah. But I don't have any sort of
in your own way.
What I'm doing, yeah. And it's actually working for me, because I didn't think it would. I thought I'd be like, oh God, I don't want to work on that. But actually, it is working for me. I'm finding I quite enjoy it. I mean, I might only work on each project once in that fortnight, but as far as I'm concerned, I've got progress in on it. So this one is Scary Things October Brings, and it is by Silver Creek Samplers. So when it is finished, it will look like that. Again, wordy. But I'm doing this on a 14 count Ada mid grey, and I'm using the DMC alternative, so I'm not using any fancy flosses. So on this one, I got quite a bit done. I did the bat, the ghosts, and the word ghosts. So I put in quite a bit of progress on that one. Quite like how that's coming out as well.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's cute.
It doesn't look...
It's not as big as what you would think it would be.
No, the fabric's like...
Well, because that's the top of that one.
So it's really...
It's as far up as it is,
small,
so
then.
it's not huge, yeah. That is my 3rd project, so I'll show you just one more and then I'll let Loran take over for a bit.
Okay.
So the second one that was pulled up on my wheel was my Peter Rabbit spring sampler from Hatchet, or Hackett, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, magazine subscription, which I have to subscribe to. Obviously that's way down now, and they've done all the spring and in the summer section, but I never was going to be keeping up with that, so I am stitching it with everything included in the subscription, including the 14 count extremely stiff white Ada, which I was going to faff around. I was saying that I didn't like it, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to carry on, or if I was going to start again on a different Ada, or whether I was going to do the whole sampler or split it up into sections or whatever. But I have decided that I am just going to do it. So this is what it will look like, the whole sampler, the spring one, when it is done. And I am in the middle doing Peter. Again, I feel like I got a fair bit done to it. So
you actually stitched this when we watched the Peter Rabbit.
I did.
Movie.
So I have got quite a bit done on it, and you can actually see now. So I stitched the rest of this side, his coat, and a little bit down here, and then I've done the whole of his head. Well, that.
Yeah.
So you can actually see it coming together a bit now.
And your needle minder.
Yeah, my needle minder I bought because I was enabled by Loran from Flossabilities.
Yeah.
Can't remember where I got it from.
I don't know. I don't remember the shops.
I don't remember where I got it from. I don't think I've got it in
But
here.
you have got some other Peter Rabbit characters, haven't you?
I do, yeah. I've got, I think it's Jemima and another one. But
Mrs. Teenyweenyxstitch.
yeah, I think so. So anyway, I actually enjoyed, and I didn't think I was going to enjoy that. I thought, oh God, that Ada, can't be bothered. But I actually did it. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. If it gets picked at any point again, I am happy to work on it now. So that's what.
Yeah.
Okay, off you go, my love.
What's that for?
That's just a bit of rubber.
So I worked on some more on my Penny's Potions because I like it now. Finally. It was a little bit of a disaster with this one, to be honest, but It's almost like laughable, to be honest. Like, I don't really care.
I think this is one of these projects that is going to be like your nemesis project.
Yeah.
Like, you did something slightly wrong on it,
Yeah.
and once you do that, everything. I've got a project like that. You know my Christmas rules?
Oh, yeah.
That's out somewhere, and every time I stitch on it, it's out, and now I'm not sure whether I want to start it again, so it's not out.
Well, it's from Frosted Pumpkin, but, you know, I'll explain the mistake, but it's a bit stupid, and
she's not
no,
changing.
I'm fudging. So.
Hilarious.
So it's on 14 count tea and coffee dye by me, but I did the white stars, which here's how it started going wrong, because I thought to myself, oh god, something's wrong here by the window, you know, it's not really matching up like to the pattern, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll just fudge that and carry on. And then I got to the purple and I was like, my shop's looking a bit thick, you know. And basically, there is another line there by the door, and there's not meant to be. It's only meant to be one line of purple, but mine's going to be 2 lines of purple. I'm going to have a fat shop, basically.
Well, it's just the door, isn't it?
I don't know what went wrong there, but something's gone wrong at the beginning.
Quite a long time ago, so she's not redoing it.
I don't know if it's because of the window or the door or even the roof. I don't know.
But it's going to be uniquely yours.
Yes. And the scooter, I did check. The scooter's going to be fine. Like, it's not going to mess up the whole thing. So, that was a bit stupid, but... yeah, I just got to fill in
It might be one
purple.
stitch along here, so that just might, the border coming down might be one stitch closer.
I'll do the border
So it
last.
might be one stitch this side instead of 2 stitches. But
I have the rest of the purple to do, and then I have the border and the scooter and stuff, so I still have quite a lot left to do. But yeah, ridiculous mistake.
That's always a problem. Always a mistake.
At least I carried on stitching it.
You've got to with that one though. It's one of those that just needs to get
done.
Frosted Pumpkin as well. I had a flipping howler with my howler. What was the last stitch along I did? Under the Sea.
Oh yeah.
And I messed that up, didn't I? That was
Frosted.
Frosted.
Then projects. My bag is also from Hazel.
No.
Zoe.
No. Keep trying.
What? Who is it?
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
No, it's not Lindsay. It's Tracy Dix.
Tracy, yeah. And it's
Tracy's sister.
It's got fairies on it and stuff.
I've forgotten what the shop's called. I'm not doing very well today. They're all of them every week that we use. That's why there is a list like that long.
If anyone
is in the description box below of all of the shops that we have used and do use.
So, yeah. You go next.
Okay, right. Did I pull through? Oh, that's the reason why, because Peter Rabbit was from the week before that I didn't manage to stitch on. That's why I have 3 things that I spun on here. So I have this one in my bag, which is from Andrea Bowen.
From looks at me.
But she doesn't have a shop. She goes to retreats sometimes, and Big Stitch she went to. But this was the first bag I got from her at our first Floss Friend, and the white is glow in the dark.
Yeah.
So I love that one. So this is a Stitcher Haunts here, and it is from the Witchy Stitcher. That's what mine will look like. There was 2 sets. One was just black and white, but I've chosen to do the coloured version, or the coloured windows and things. That's what it will look like when it's finished. And it is by the Witchy Stitcher. I'm doing it on 14 count Rustico. Although it says at the bottom here 16 count Rustico. I think it's 16, to be honest.
Don't look like 16.
Well, it's 14 or 16. It makes no relevance to you guys whatsoever. But it's on a Rustico Ada. And I am using mostly called for DMC threads. But I have put glow in the dark instead of white for the ghost. So this one, I put in a total of 572 stitches on this. So I've done the whole of this and all of the grey, the dark grey and the light grey in both of the windows on the door. So I did get on quite well with that one. I was quite pleased with how much I put in on that one. Made quite a bit of progress on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's coming together a little bit more at a time. So both of my things that I pulled up on my spinning wheel this time were Halloween projects. It's interesting.
Okay, so my next one. I absolutely love this one, to be honest. It is very cute. So it is Hedgehog and Hyacinth by the Blue Flower. I quite like this designer as well. Obviously that looks really different to mine because they're using fancy floss. And I'm just using CXC alternative. But it's on a 14 count Ada by Stitchy Ferret, but I can't remember the name. Because yours is called Seafoam, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it can't be that. I don't know what it is. But I got a decent amount done on it. I was stitching this and then my brother and his girlfriend turned up again. And I was like, oh.
So you stopped for a bit and then I just saw it at the corner of my eye stitching and I was like...
Jealous.
Was a little bit. Because my stitching stuff was on the side I'd put down again. Isn't it funny how you get really possessive about your stitchy time? Like, how dare you come and interrupt my stitch time for 1 hour? Do you know? It's like not the end of the world, but like...
But I finished off the green, so that's all the green done now. And I put in these two flowers, I'm pretty sure, which is a mix of thread, so...
You blended, haven't you, one?
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain to get ready because I have to cut it to the same size and stuff. And yeah, but it looks good because I'm not doing the fancy floss. So obviously I have to make my own variegation, basically.
It is looking good though. How much have you got left to do on it?
Just a few flowers left. Well, quite a lot of flowers.
Yeah, so that is all you've got to do now is the flowers on it.
But they don't take long, but because it takes a while.
You've got another 6 flowers to do, but that's all you've got to do on it.
But because it takes a while to like get the colours ready and stuff, it's a bit of a pain, bit of a faff.
It is looking very good though.
Yeah, I do really like it, and you can't really see the variegation on the camera, but in real life you can see it.
Yeah. It's nice. It's a good alternative if you haven't got... I mean, obviously it's not going to look the same as the fancy flossers, but it is a good alternative.
No, especially my hedgehogs, they look like nowhere near the same.
No.
But I like it. I'm not really in a rush to get it finished, so I'm just stitching it whenever I want to.
That is good. Okay, the next one that I worked on a little bit more is the Arctic Animals Stitch Along from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. Again, this was a stitch along that finished early this year. I did not keep up with it, but I am still plugging away on it. So I'm down to the harp seal now. So this is stitched on a 14 count Ada from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. It is an unknown because again she doesn't name her fabrics, but I'm using the DMC colours provided, apart from I have used a Petite Treasure Braid glow in the dark thread for the constellations at the top. So I have a seal, and that is what I worked on. So I've done the harp seal including the back stitch, and that is what I did. So I put in 274 stitches to complete the harpsichord, so that one has the rock he's lying on.
Yeah.
That's what I'll be working on next.
He is very cute. He's quite small, like, in terms of like looks. He looks quite small to the others. Looks like a baby.
It might be. He is cute though. So yeah, that's another one I keep plugging along at. So I'm enjoying just putting a bit in each time, making progress on that one. So I am happy with how that's turning out.
Yep.
And this is our last project.
Yeah. Okay, so I decided to work on this one because, again, it's not like ages away from being finished. I've got quite a few projects now that aren't far off being finished, if I stitched on them quite regularly. So it's my Spring Season Squared by AZ from Lizzie.
Yeah, this is slightly close to a finish, this one though.
Yeah, I think I've got, I don't know actually. Oh, I've got ladybirds or bugs left.
The two at the top, is that it?
Yeah, and then the border.
Oh, okay.
But the border's like
So that's
three.
just, yeah, simple.
Yeah, so
3 rows of different colour stitches.
So here I am. I think I just put in the 3 flowers at the top.
Yeah,
It's on.
You are close to finish on that.
Yeah, not far, but it's 14 count heart Ada.
Yeah, it's a printed Ada, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like it. It is quite springy colours, I think.
It is really cute.
I think I'm just doing it threads from stash. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
if
probably are, knowing you.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, I've got quite a decent amount done on that.
You did. Looking good.
Yeah. So that was my last whip.
Okay, and I have one more to show you, which wasn't on any of my plans. I just picked some extra things to take to the Cara. This one is A Year in the Woods #1, which is the fox from Cottage Garden samplings. This is what it looks like, even though everybody obviously knows what it looks like, I'm sure. They are now just brought out the first one in the second lot of Year in the Woods, which is a wolf, which I believe
like
is
that one.
But I am not collecting those because this is the first one out of 12 and I'm still doing it, so I'm not collecting them, even though I do like it.
The next one will come out and she'll really like it, and then it's just not there.
It's fine. I know that they're not going anywhere. I can purchase them if and when I like them, but this is my priority. So this is a piece of 14 count Ada, which is called Virgo from Sparklies, and I am doing mine in seasons. So I am doing all of the winter ones on one piece of fabric, and the same with the spring, summer and autumn. They are all 3 are going to go on one piece of fabric. So this is where I am up to. So I have done some of the white snowflakes and that green tree there. So I put in 285 stitches on that one. I like working on these, but there's a lot of stitching in these, and if I'd have been doing these as the monthly stitch along,
I don't know how people did them.
I would have had to have done this monogamously, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm still not sure I would have done it.
The fox is very pretty though.
I do like it, but I'm just doing mine in DMC. I'm not doing mine in Fancy Flosses. So again, you won't see the type of variegation in mine that you will see on some of the other ones. I actually can't wait to get this finished now because I want to move on to the next one.
You're doing the swans next?
I think so, yes. Okay, so that is all of our whips to show you. We are just going to sort ourselves out, put all of these back and get our Stitchy kindness and haul and things. So we will be back very soon. Okay, so we have sorted ourselves out.
Yeah.
All our projects have gone back, and we have now got our Stitchy Kindness and haul part of the section. So we're going to get into it because we've got quite a bit of Stitchy Kindness. So the first thing that we got given, so we arrived home from the caravan, and I think it was the next day, or did we have it here waiting for us? We had it here waiting for us. So it was a lovely surprise from our friend Ursula, who, if anybody remembers, made Loran's project folder, which was a horse on it, which she's using for a Bothy Threads horse. But I opened it up, and she had stitched this lovely card for me, well, for us, but it's a Winnie the Pooh card, so it's obviously for me.
Yeah.
With a really nice note in there, and I mean, it is to both of us, but it's Winnie the Pooh. So we had that, which was amazing, and I just put a smile on my face straight away. And then saw the rest of the stuff. So I got a new project bag. So she's made this. So it's got an owl in it. I love all the colours, really bright colours. Got a little hedgehog down here.
A raccoon.
Yeah, really love it. And then the front is a vinyl front bag with like this blue. It's like a sparkle. The vinyl front is a sparkle one. You can see it. And then it's got that sort of blue fabric in there. And then I have a owl charm on the zipper pull. So that's the first thing I got. The first thing I got from this, which I love. Thank you very much. You can show the first thing you got.
Yeah, so I also got a bag, and I absolutely love my bag. So mine has got gnomes or gonks, whatever, on there. Some of them are pushing wheelbarrows and riding the snails, so it's like fudge. And it's got bunnies and flowers on it, and yeah, pushing the wheelbarrows. And
So
then
cute.
the front of mine is also sparkly with like clouds in it, so I really like that. And mine's got a smiley face on the keyring, so I absolutely love mine. And my gnome is going to go in here now.
Yeah.
Because I just realised it's in an elephant bag, so not
We've just been
relevant.
having a chat, realising that one.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
that is what you got. And the next thing I got, and I love it so much. I so love it. I have a project folder that Ursula has made for me, and it is pig themed.
Yeah.
So she has stitched me, or she said after I spoke to her, that it's actually a stitch piece she did in the 90s that she has put onto this project bag, and I love this. So I have, look at her stitched piece first of all, and she's made the project bag with Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
I love Peppa Pig. My kids were brought up watching Peppa Pig, and I love Peppa Pig. So I was super chuffed with it. I was really chuffed with it. And it's really thick. It's like patchwork quilted. And then if I open it up inside, this is what the inside looks like. So
Peppa Pig galore.
Peppa Pig. So I have a zipped vinyl project front, and then I have, look at that, it says in there 100% unique. Ursula, you know me so well, you know I'm 100% unique. And then I've got another one that side, so I've got two big sort of envelope styles with spots on this side, and then I have a little zipper at the front, which I could put all my floss and things in. And inside that, as if that wasn't enough, she put in some Halloween stickers.
Yeah.
So, and then I have 2 flosses. So my first one is DMC 4522, this variegated purples and browns and greys, very Halloween-y style. And then I have this one, which is just, I don't think it's a branded, it says Clark's stranded cotton, but it is like a peachy orange colour. And then she put in a little pouch with some buttons. So I have heart ones, little red ones, heart ones, handmade with love buttons in different sizes. Yeah. And then there's a couple of little tiny spools to make pins out of. And I also have this little bunny button. If it's gonna focus. There we go. It's a little bunny button. So that was all in the pouch. And I love it. I so love it. I'm just trying to find, or I might have to put start another project. But I really love it. Thank you so much, Ursula. The zipper pull on this little one. I've got it stuck. Not the zip. Is a little. I don't know if you can see it. It's a tiny little pig as well. So yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, you have an amazing talent, and I wish I had half of your talent to be able to do stuff like that. That's the fact. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, go on, you can show what else you got from her.
Okay, so I got a little pouch.
You were spoilt as well.
Yeah, I got a little pouch, and straight away I was like, this is going in my bag that she made me previously. I'm going to put my threads in it. So it literally matches my other
project
bag.
folder that you were given, that she made you.
So all my threads are going to go in here, and this is the zipper pull. It's got a horse on it. So I really like that. And inside there was quite a lot of things. So I got 2 threads. So I got this 4240 DMC variegated thread, which I think you have for your stitching shelves. So I think that's the one.
That's the one I'm using on my stitching shelves, yeah.
And then I've got an anchor thread.
Nice.
110 in like a purple.
Nice.
And then I've got some stickers as well. So this has got like fudge and rip it and fairies and stuff. So they'll definitely be used in my book of days.
Yeah.
This year. Soon. And then I got a little pouch as well with some buttons. So I'll show you.
You got similar to mine, didn't you? Just
So I got some blue flowers. I've got some handmade with love ones as well, but like in different sizes. I also got some little spools, which I like these.
I think people make pins out of these to put in like pillows and things.
They're very cute. I got a ladybug. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because it's quite small and the camera never focuses. Oh god, my fingers are too big. Yeah, you probably can't see it, but it's a ladybird. And then I got a blue polka dot one. And then I got an egg. And this one, I do love this one. I think I might put it on my mouse that I showed.
Oh, okay, the little chick.
So, yeah, it's a little chick.
Easter one.
So that'll be absolutely perfect, won't it?
You could even stitch that. You could replace one of the eggs in the basket and stitch that, like, so he's in the basket.
I could.
Do you get me?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, thank you, Ursula, for my goodies.
Yeah.
I do love them, especially the
Yeah,
bag.
thank you so much, Ursula. Like we said, you are very, very talented. We really appreciate it. It put a huge smile on our face when we opened that. I shouted Lauren, I was like, because she was upstairs unpacking, I think. I was like, Lauren, we've got a Stitchy present.
I ran downstairs.
Said, we're like two little kids. We are just
Christmas
like,
time.
that's mine. Who's going to open it? Who's going to open it?
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much. And not only that, but a few days later, we received a parcel.
Yeah, absolutely huge.
From our friend Maggie, who is home on the ridge. On Flosstube. On Instagram, she's home. No. Oh, God.
Handmade. I don't know.
I'm going to put it underneath. I do this all the time. All the time. I know her Instagram is, I think it's home.on.the.ridge. Carry on talking, Lauren. I'm going to find out because this is...
So anyways.
It's more embarrassing.
We did get some gift from her, so that was a nice surprise because the box was stuffed, wasn't it?
It was stuffed. Oh, I'm very annoyed. Keep talking, Lauren.
I can't just talk on the spot. I don't know what to talk about. Should we just put it?
I'm just going to put it underneath. I'm so sorry, Maggie. I feel so awful because, but yeah, I'm sure it's home.on.the.ridge is your Instagram and homemade on the ridge.
Yeah. Anyways, we got a card.
Sorry,
Maggie. Like a Disney one, so Mickey Mouse with a nice note inside. Okay, what are you showing?
Well, you're going to show it and I'm just going to put it over here because there is a lot, so we're just going to, not that we're complaining about that.
So first there was this chart, Nativity Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. And you got this from Tan not long ago.
I did. Tan sent me this for a birthday gift.
Yeah, but I've decided I might want to stitch this.
So Lauren's going to keep this one and stitch it. Or
and
even parts of it.
Yeah, I might just break it down as well. But that came with the buttons and the charms and stuff. And then we've got some little charts. So this is a Quicket from Lizzie Kate. And it's called Ho 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 in a Row. Can you just... The box is making an annoying sound.
So it's Ho 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 in a row. That's a Lizzie Kate one.
Yeah, then there was another Quicket Lizzie Kate. And it's called Where's the Party? So it's like an elf.
Lauren does love Lizzie Kate shots.
I do. And then I've actually seen Maggie stitching.
She has stitched that one, yeah.
So I like it and I might do it as well. So it's another Lizzie Kate one. And it's a snippet and it's called Is It Too Late? Maggie actually did this in a clock, didn't she? I think.
If you go and watch her YouTube, which I will post.
Yeah.
All the way under here the whole time. I'm going to put it under.
Yeah.
But also her Instagram. She does some amazing finishes.
Mm-hmm.
She is so creative and has got some amazing finishing techniques that I can't even begin to.
So I might do that one.
But yeah, she did that in a clock, didn't she?
And then I was like, oh my gosh. Then I've got the whole collection now, so I was very, very happy. So it's the, of course, Tiny Modernist mouse collection. So,
although I did show Lauren the other day, because she's got a really weird obsession with chickens and hens.
I'm not correct in that.
And when we were looking on 123 Stitch the other day, they've got like a range with hens. So
Yeah.
similar to this mouse range, but a hen range. I didn't realise they did that. And I
So
showed
I'll
Loran.
probably end up.
I was like, oh, you know
buying.
them project bags that you keep buying for hens and chickens for some weird obsession she has and has no projects. I said, look at these here. And she was like, no, Mum, I can't. She was going, I was like,
let me finish
quite
off
cute. Sorry.
Got to finish off this collection first. So
Oh, I thought you meant let me
No.
basically shut up and let me finish this.
No, let me finish the mouse collection. So this one's called Mouse's
I
Laundry
love
Day.
this one.
Yeah. This is probably going to be the next one I start, I think. Then there's Mouse's Snow Day, which I'm pretty sure is like the newest one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I do like the blues and stuff on that one. And then there was Mouse's 4th of July ride.
Which we had a chat about this in the last one, didn't we?
Yeah,
That
I'm gonna
probably change the flag.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is the heart down the bottom.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is fine.
Yeah. And the UK's got the same colours in the flag as America
Yeah.
anyway, so... Yeah, I like the fact that she's riding a bike as well. It's a bit different because usually she's stood up, isn't she?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm very happy now that I think that's the whole collection now.
I think so.
Until
Or
they
if not,
bring
you're
out a new
very,
one.
very close. I think it is.
Yeah.
The whole...
So I was very happy.
So if that wasn't enough, thank you, Maggie.
I know.
You're amazing. Then we had the rest of the box was full of fabrics.
I know, I was
So-
like, oh my god, they keep coming.
We are going to very quickly show
And I
you
don't even
this.
think they're all going to show up properly on camera.
No,
probably.
some of them are just ends of things. Some of them are, they still have their tags on. Some of them are
don't.
14, some of them are 16 count.
Yeah. So
This is just an
first-
off cut, it looks, by the way, but a long sort of piece. I think it's like the cream and sugar type. It's a very...
So most of these are American. Well, I think they're all American brands, aren't
A lot of them are fibre on a whim
Yeah.
ones or Picture This Plus.
they? Yeah. So there was that long piece.
Yeah, so
will
that's
be
like...
good.
I don't think they're going to show up very well,
No,
but
I
it's
don't
like got a bit of a... We're just going to fly almost through them because they could take...
Yeah. So this one is 14 count helix.
By Picture This Plus, that one is.
Yeah, so it's like a blue.
I don't know, would it show any better if we had the board behind them?
It might do.
Or is it
Hopefully.
just the actual... Yeah, see, that's
yeah.
a bit more like
Yeah,
it.
that's better.
So that's
So there's
a
that one.
piece of Picture This Plus.
And
Helix.
then there is 16 count Wren. So this
This
is
is
quite,
again a Picture This Plus.
Yeah, this is a big piece as well. So it's like a neutral, which I like. Because neutrals you just can stitch anything on, can't you?
Yeah.
And then there was this one. Does it have a label?
No, that looks like the one at the beginning.
Yeah. So it looks white, but it's not. It's got some like...
So
Is that what you
that's
mean?
not showing through at all.
No.
It's more like that, but with some sort of browny mottling in it.
So this one is 16 count Ada called Fog.
I Picture This Plus. It's another Picture This Plus one.
Yeah. So I like that one as well.
A lot of these are neutrals, which are perfect for us.
Yeah.
We do like our colours as well, which
And
is
these
good
ones
because
are very good for Halloween, aren't they? So there's like a greeny one. That is the name to this. I
if you
forgot
just
what
have a
it's
look at the
called.
name. So that is actually coming up darker. It's actually more... It's more sort of an illuminous, more like a...
So it says on the label here that it's 18 count pickled.
I
but-
Picture This Plus.
Yeah, but I think I'd be able to stitch on that as well, to be honest.
So it's more...
Doesn't look too tiny. Gosh, I'm
So,
like
yeah.
expanding from 14 count. So there's
Yes.
like bigger pieces of, so it's called
Yeah,
pickled.
it's pickled.
And then there was this one, which is 32 count.
Which, Maggie, you are pushing it. You know
Yeah.
that me and Loran don't do this. And I just kept looking at it going, where are the holes? I can't even see the holes.
I know, it's very pretty though.
It is gorgeous.
So, what's it called? Crystal Bashful.
Yeah.
Lugana. I hope
I picture
the
this
sparkles
glass.
will show up. There we go. It's very, very sparkly, but I can't see the holes.
Sparkly and pink. So this is going to be interesting because I feel like I need to have a little go.
Yeah, it's
But
very
I am.
Then we've got some more
Thanks, Maggie.
pickled.
Yeah, little offcuts of pickled.
Yep.
Pickle.
And then this one doesn't have a name, I don't know.
It's just a grey, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go, that's quite true. That looks like an 18.
Yeah, it looks like an 18.
Is that one?
So we've got a mix here. 14,
Yeah.
16 and 18.
I'm not sure what this one is.
Can I stay with that board?
I know. We've had it for a while.
Well
now.
used, I think, is it?
It's not really showing
like
up
a-
true to colour on camera.
It's just a creamy nave.
And there's this one.
I like this one.
Yeah, I love this one too.
It's like a terracotta type
Yeah.
of colour.
Which I feel like, maybe it's
Pretty
true.
much, yeah. It is pretty much. It's like a terracotta colour.
So I do like that one.
What's that?
And this is really, really
I think
big
this is
piece.
cream and sugar,
Yeah,
isn't it? Which is why I think the others are as well.
I think so. We saw somewhere on a label that it is.
I don't know. I think this is cream and sugar, but it is
This
a big
is
piece
like,
again.
yeah, this is huge, but it's not really showing up. The camera doesn't like this.
Cameras don't seem to like fabrics
No.
at all, but it is a huge piece.
Yeah,
of
like
that,
you could
so-
get loads and loads on there. Then there's this one, which this one is from,
Fibre on a whim.
yeah, it's 16 count and it's
Slate.
slate.
Yes, this is fibre on a whim.
So it's like a blue.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's nice. And again, she's given us quite a big chunk of that.
It is
hasn't
a
she?
big bit, yeah.
And this one is 18 count and it's called Prank.
I picture this plus.
Yeah. So that is cool. It's a bit different to the other orange, isn't it? But it's,
Yeah, it's
again,
more,
another really
more
big
mottled,
piece.
is it?
Still
like
going.
So it's like that.
And then there's another neutral one. This one doesn't have a name to it, but I like that.
Yeah.
I
just
think it's
slightly-
darker in real life.
Slightly mottled, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I absolutely love this one. It's called Sapphire 16 count by Fibre on a Whim. And yeah, that's showing up true. I love that one.
And we're
nice.
still going.
Yeah. Then there was this one.
This is like a mustard colour.
like
Yeah.
a ginger.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah. That's the colour that you've got on your horse, right?
Yeah. There probably is a label, but I don't.
Let's have that. You can carry on if you want.
Okay. So
No, it's not.
this one is 16 count and it's called Shale. Where's this from?
Picture this plus. PTP is pictures.
It's like a musk, I think. Don't you?
It's nice.
It is nice. This is that one. There's lots of 16 counts, which is good because I like 16.
Oh, because she's getting into
yeah,
16.
I like 16. And then there was 18 count Ariel.
Yeah, nice blue.
5 pictures.
Comes the
plus.
Flosstube nose.
So that's like a nice sky blue. And then there was just some white.
Yeah.
There is a label. 18 count white. So they'll be good for dyeing or just leaving white. Whatever really. Oh, here we go. Forever on a Whim, cream and sugar, 16 count. And I think this is where all the other ones have come from. But it's
Cream
not
and
showing
sugar
up.
seems to be quite a popular neutral for a lot of
Yeah.
Flosstube, as I see.
And then we've got this green. But I don't know if it's pickled. I
don't think that one is.
But
That's different. The other one's a lot darker.
yeah, but there's just quite a few pieces of that. So yeah. So that was it. That was.
So that's it. That's the
in our
fabric.
box of goodies.
So that is what we. Put that now. That is what we had, and we were like, "Oh my god!" I knew Maggie wanted to send
Look
something
up
because she asked for the
all
address,
that
but
fabric.
I mean,
That's crazy.
thank you, Maggie.
Yeah. That was
I'm
just
glad
a
you're
shock.
feeling better. We've
Yeah.
just watched your latest Flosstube, so
What's the
glad
date?
you've got your Stitchy bag back.
6th of June. I think it was yesterday she posted, wasn't it?
Yeah, she did it on Wednesday.
Oh.
But yeah, glad you got your Stitchy bag back because we love seeing what
Yeah.
you're stitching on. And you know me, I like stitching Halloween stuff as well as you do. So, but yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better after your surgery and recovered and starting to look after yourself a bit more. Thank you very much for thinking of us. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, after all of that, we have a little bit of haul to show you, and then we're moving on to plans. So we will go from there. So first of all, I had my Needle of the Month club from Laura at Cotton and Clay. So this one came through. So I have a chocolate dipped strawberry.
Yeah, I like this one. Aren't you going to put this on your strawberry tea?
Probably am going to put it on my strawberry tea, yeah.
So that's a nice
So
one.
that's that. Then we had our thread club come through from Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery. So I have got Classic Colourworks and Weeks Dye Works. So the first one from Classic Colourworks I got is Bean Sprite.
That's a
Green
good
variegated.
bright green.
Then I got Bejeweled, which I love this one because I like blues, turquoises, aquas.
Yeah.
So that was the next one. Bella Rosa, which again is like pinky, creamy, white variegated sort of thing. And then Betty Bluebell, which is pretty as well. And the last one in that one is Bing Cherry, which is a really dark sort of red colour. So that was my Classic Colourworks.
And then in the Weeks Dye Works there was Battleship. Bayberry.
Yeah, Bayberry.
It's like a green.
I love that one, it looks a bit aquary to me.
I absolutely love this one. Beachcomber.
Yeah.
That is just so cool and different. It's like purples and
Pinks,
blues.
greens.
Yeah. Then there was
The Bee's Knees. The next one I really like.
Yeah, this one is Beehive.
So that's like yellow and brown.
It reminds me of Banoffee.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say then. You said yesterday it actually does, Banoffee.
So that was the threads for the Weeks Dye Works.
So
that was a good.
colour.
That was a good month.
It
wasn't
was. I like those colours. So then, while we were away, there's like a little crafty shop
Where
place
I got my DMC.
that has DMCs, some cross stitch bits,
sketching.
yeah, diamond painting,
Jigsaws.
yeah, model things.
Stuff.
So it's a small shop, but it has quite a lot of craft stuff in it. And they had these sticker books there. So they had this one, and they had a few others in there. And I've seen people have got some similar to this on Amazon, like more adult-y sticker books. So I treated myself to it.
Yeah, I feel like these are posh stickers.
I did treat me, because normally the stickers that we get are like from Home Bargains and stuff, which are
£1.
fine. They are fine, but I
Yeah.
just thought I like the look of them, and I thought I'd treat myself to them. So this, I think this book, which was there's 680 stickers in there, I think was about nearly £10. I think it was £9.95, but I suppose when you break it down per sticker, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So this is the zoo one, and they just show you a few. So on each page on this side, they've got that sort of
Which you
tropical
could make
forest.
into floss drops.
You could, and then they've got these, so different ones. So you've got birds and zoo animals.
There's insects.
And they've got, on some of them, they've got like cats dressed up.
Yeah. And bears dressed up.
They've got like safari animals. Yeah, different birds there. Sea creatures, hares and owls and stuff. All the different monkeys. Butterfly one. There's that one, which is different animals, bears and cats dressed up.
Yeah.
Like Victorian style. So yeah, that is what I sort of purchased. And then they've got these, there's a few of these in the book, so themed alphabet letters and numbers. So yeah, I treated myself to that, what I call an adult sticker book.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then the last thing that I purchased was Canny Little Fox were having one of their sales on their Instagram page, and she does travel cases, home cases, multi-page, multi-pocket cases. She also does some project bags as well, and I spotted this one because it has little mice on it. So I'm going to use this one, although it's a bigger one than I wanted, but I'm going to use this one for my tiny Modernist mice projects.
Yeah.
So I have the little door mice, and then that's the front of it. It's got vinyl fabric. This one's quite a thick one. So it's vinyl fabric, and then inside there you've got the little mice as well. So there's some just peeking out of what looks like the hay. Like little hay stuff. But yeah, the corn maybe. So that's what I purchased, and I love that. So now I can put my mice in there, because obviously I need a project bag for everything. Okay, so that is all our Stitchy Kindness and haul. We'll move quickly onto plans, a little bit of life update, and then we're finished. Because as I told you, it was going to be a long video. So plans for me this couple of weeks. I'm going to be doing my new Winnie the Pooh, so carrying on with that. So you should see progress for probably 2 weeks on that. Continuing on with my Arctic animals, putting a bit into that. Working on my beach sale. Putting some more progress on my strawberry tier for my tiered trays sale. And then I'm going to spin my wheel now and pick my next 2 projects, and then we'll see what Loran's up to. So here is the wheel that I use for all of my whips. So I'm just going to press the spin button and we'll see what it brings up for this time. Okay, so that is another Halloween project. It is Adam's Family. So that is a Good Morning Maui project.
That's a good one.
So I'm looking forward to that one. So I'm going to write that one down. That is my Adam's Family. And then the other one we shall see what that's going to be. So I've hidden that. I'll spin this one again and let's see what this one's bringing up. Okay, so I have a Christmas project now. So this is my gingerbread salt box. So this is a freebie chart from no, Pinker and Pumpkin blogspot. So she has a blogspot with loads of freebies, and I mean
this is
loads.
This is a gingerbread house.
So this is a gingerbread salt box house, yeah. But she has loads of salt boxes, so go over and look. So that's what my 2 projects are, in addition to everything else these 2 weeks.
This time.
So yeah, looking forward to those 2. So Lauren, what are your plans?
Nothing. Yeah, again, nothing.
That's not true. You do have things that you're working on. You're going to start your dog tier, are you?
Yeah, but like I don't have any like specific plans.
No, but the plan, that is your plan.
Keep stitching, basically. I have recently changed my bag out.
Okay, so there you go. She's changed her bag out. So she does have plans. She's going to start her dog tier for her tiered tray, Sal.
Yeah.
You're probably going to work on your mice a bit more.
It's in my bag, yes. And
You've changed your bag out, so you've got different projects in there. So she does have plans.
A few things I haven't worked on for a very long time, but I don't know if I'll actually work on them.
Who knows? Okay, so that's our plans. So for anybody that is now no longer interested or is not here for the life update, thank you for being with us this long. We know it's been a long one. We appreciate it. Thank you, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
If you're sticking around for life update, it really is. We're going to keep it really, really short. We haven't had a lot really going on. We've been away, like we said, in the caravan, but the weather was pretty awful. It was a lot of rain. We didn't have one day where it either didn't rain day or night. We went out a couple of days, but most of the 10 days that we were there, it was pretty rubbish. So hence why we got a lot of stitching done, which was nice. It was just relaxing. We watched some films, didn't we?
We did go over to Nan's and play some games and stuff.
Yeah, my mum and dad were there, and my sister came for a few days, and my uncle came across for a couple of days at the beginning of the week. So yeah, we were there, but we just didn't go out much and do much really, which isn't a problem. Like I said, we go there all the time, so it was nice to actually go and just chill out for a bit, get some stitching done, watch some films, just be chilled, isn't it? While we were there, we did have a bit of a carnival planning session, because our campsite do a carnival every year on the first week of August, which we've got, or I have, which means Loran has got involved with. So we had a bit of a planning session on that, so that was good, very proactive. My mum, fingers crossed, a couple of days ago she had a pre-op for hopefully her hip replacement surgery. She's got to go back next week for another heart scan, because she has some breathing issues. So it's down to the anaesthetist whether or not he's willing to do the surgery on her. So we really are fingers crossed, because I don't know what she'll do if they turn her down. But while apparently they have discovered that she's got a bit of an irregular heartbeat, so they want to do another scan next Friday, and that will determine, I think. So hopefully it will go okay, so she can have the surgery, which then should be within the next few months. So fingers crossed. Please keep your fingers crossed, everybody, because my mum really needs this. She's in so much pain. Her life, what she's able to do and not do, has dramatically gone downhill. So yeah, we are keeping everything crossed for that. in a couple of weeks, so 2 weeks yesterday, so the 19th, my nephew is getting married. So you may or may not see us that week. We might be a little bit later, or we might be a bit earlier in the week if we can try and do one, maybe the Tuesday to do it. But we won't be able to do it on the Thursday because, like I said, that is their wedding. My nephew, he is marrying his partner, who is heavily pregnant. She didn't think she could have children, or they didn't think they could have children, and they started planning the wedding, made all these arrangements, and then all of a sudden she got pregnant. And so she is due within like a week or something of the wedding. So we're keeping everything crossed that that baby stays where it is until after the wedding. But so we're looking forward to that.
I've got a braces appointment as well.
You do have your first
after the wedding
braces appointment after you've had them on, so you seem to be doing all right with that lot now, don't you?
Yeah, I can eat pretty much anything that I'm meant to eat.
Yeah.
Now, I also got some jabs.
You got some vaccinations, haven't you? Yeah. So like HPV ones and meningitis, stuff like that.
To stop
booster ones. Yeah, booster ones. So you've got that coming up.
Horse riding.
Yeah, just the usual, really.
Which is a bit annoying because I have to wear mouth guard. And I hate that thing so bad.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But it's better than, I'm sure Adita would tell you, it's better than falling off and doing some damage to those braces in the teeth. So it won't be for long. I know it feels like it, but it won't be for that long.
It really feels like it's been a year.
Okay then, so I think that's it from us. We're going to go tidy stuff up, get this uploaded for you all. We hope you've got some good stitching in while we've been doing this. Anybody who knows us, if you're new here, this is pretty much standard for us. We tend to do fairly long Flosstube. So, but if you are new, we do hope you have liked what you've seen and will consider subscribing to our channel, liking our videos, just to get us out there a bit more. Thank you to all of we've had a few new subscribers, so thank you to the shout outs people have done for us, and thank you for the new subscribers, and to everybody that has been with us long term, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you all. You're like family to us now. And thank you for all of our stitchy kindness as well. We're going to go and put projects in things and probably plan what we're going to do with this fabric and stuff. So have a good couple of weeks. Hopefully we'll see you during that week, but if not, it will be just after that. But we will be back soon. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching, and we will see you all soon. Bye.